Awesome. Hey everyone, welcome back once again through Failure and Success. This is the channel where I love to share. I love to share. Just some of the biggest failures that I have personally experienced in my life. But it's with the sole intention to just bring value and give you that content. Okay, give you that formula to not get stuck in through the failure, right? And but also to be able to find the success that you need to get. And success looks like in many different ways to everybody. But a lot of people see that as in, well, I got to achieve a certain amount of money in order for me to be successful. So when I get there, then I'll be successful. When I get there, then I'll do whatever it is that I got to do. And so, but that's not what this episode is really all about today. Today, I really want to bring out this topic that has been circling around media, and I believe that it's super important that I share this with you because, as you already know, media and everything that the the certain media news outlets want to give us as a way for us to listen what we want to listen to. They give us that, right? And it's really up to you whether you want to take that on as in that's the way that it is, or are you going to say, you know what, there's probably another better way. There's probably something else out there. Maybe this platform is giving me what they want me to hear. And so that is really what I want to share with you today because it's super important. Carlson Tucker, okay? If you don't know who this guy is, Carlson Tucker, he was just recently let go from Fox News, and this was after years, okay, of serving with Fox News. Okay, he was let go. I think it was April 21st was his last day, or April 24th, and really what there hasn't been a really definitive reason why he was let go, other than CNN is claiming that there was a text message that was leaked that was racist, and whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you wanted it to be. But what I'm getting to with this is that this is a big thing, because this happened almost 2 weeks ago, and this is still circling around, and it's probably going to circle around for quite some time right now. Okay, because Carlson Tucker was one of the biggest. Okay, was the biggest actually anchors at the time that he was let go, aside from Don Lemon, who was from CNN, who really nobody was really talking about him, because again, the different platforms want to give you what they want to give you, but there are some people that make the case and say, hey, I got to speak about this. Why can't you let me say this? Why can't you let me ask these questions? This is what the people really want to hear. Why can't you let me ask these questions? And so that's who Carlson Tucker was. He was a very outspoken person. Okay, he was a person who believed that there were certain topics that needed to be dealt with, that needed to be asked, such as the assassination of President. Man, I can't think of his name right now, but the point is that there is so many topics that certain news outlets don't want you to bring out, okay? And certain anchors, okay, they have a say so on what they can and they cannot ask. So by Carlson Tucker being let go of the company, this was a huge thing. I believe that this was a huge win for the media. Okay, I believe it was a huge win for media, simply because by him being let go means that, and him being the prolific, okay, one of the biggest figures in the news media, multiple companies are out there trying to get him. And one of the companies, and I want to show you this video, one of the companies that recently gave him an offer, okay, of $100 million, okay, was Valuetainment. Valuetainment, who is led by Patrick Bet-David, okay, who is the founder and CEO of the company, offered him $100 million, okay, to be part of Valuetainment, where he can basically be Carlson Tucker, okay, have his own podcast, have his own show, everything paid for on top of the $100 million. I believe that is a big thing because someone like Carlson Tucker coming into the news media, okay, of Valuetainment, it's gonna make the company just explode. Okay, it's gonna take that company, Valuetainment, who again, it's not the biggest company yet, but someone like Patrick Bet David, who is a visionary, who is the CEO of the company, offering him $100 million, okay, to come into the news media. It's a big thing. So I want to share with you the video of Patrick Bet David, okay, Patrick Bet David actually offering, giving the letter to Carlson Tucker, which again I believe is a huge thing because this is going to be very very big when it comes to who's going to be basically how the future of media is going to be defined. So let's play this video.
Twitter, Dear Tucker, I'll get right to the point. We want you to partner with us in what we feel is a noble and necessary effort to define the future of media. Here's our offer: $100 million over 5 years, an equity stake in Valuetainment, president of Valuetainment, and a board seat to project your strategies, your strategic vision and voice, your podcast, plural, singular, and other daily, weekly shows, documentaries and movies covering topics you care about. What else? We're all ears.
Guys, this is huge. Valuetainment, okay, again, it's not the biggest company that is out there right now, but I believe that they're gonna make a noise if they are able to somehow get Carlson Tucker to come into Valuetainment. Okay, this is what Patrick Bet David has been waiting for. Okay, an opportunity like this. Okay, to have a prolific profile like Carlson Tucker. Okay, who has been very outspoken about some of the topics, okay, that have been going on within our country. And honestly, a lot of those things, they have to be spoken. They have to be spoken, but they really just do not get brought up as much as or as often as they should. And so what ends up happening is that you still keep on having this political issues, this issues with our country on what we should believe, who we ought to vote for, what we should do as a nation, what our kids should learn in school. I believe that there was a school who was teaching boys, okay, to have sex with other boys in different positions. And so I believe that our country is just not in the right place. And we got to accept the fact that we're not. We got to accept the fact that we are not in a healthy position right now. You got a country like China and Russia being allies and strategizing for whatever it is that they're going to do to take over the world as the number one country in the world. And here we are, arguing, on what we should. And every country has its own problems and arguments. Don't get me wrong. Okay. And not every country is perfect about that. But we are the number one country. Okay. As a former United States Marine myself, I believe that we have the strongest military in the world. There's no question about that. But the question is, are we mentally, fit? Are we mentally fit as a nation? Okay, are we mentally fit for us to do certain decisions, for us to make certain calls on what we should do, what we can do, what we shouldn't do, what our kids should be learning in school, what they should not be learning in school? So a voice like Carlson Tucker, who again was let go of Fox News just less than 2 weeks ago, CNN, you got CNN who is saying that because of a text message, and then you got Fox News who settled, for almost a $780 million settlement with Carlson Tucker for him to let go of the contract. It's a big deal. It's a big deal in the sense of it's gonna show the real colors. Okay, it's gonna show the colors of what the media wants you to hear, what the media wants you to know. Okay, what the media wants you to listen to, because I truly believe that the media has done a phenomenal job. They have done a phenomenal job over the past, uh, whatever centuries, years on what we must consume as a consumer, as a citizen of this country. And I think it's about time, where we stop letting go of that. I think it's about time we just break free from that. I truly believe that this move is gonna make it's gonna cause an earthquake, especially if someone like Valuetainment brings him on board. I truly believe that it's gonna cause something that is gonna be a good thing. Okay, something that is gonna be I believe it's gonna be a good move. Okay, I truly believe it's gonna be a good move, for the future of media, because again, this channels, this news media outlets that we have had, and they just really, for me personally, you could say whatever you want to say about Fox, you could say whatever you want to say about CNN. You either the left or the right, whatever, whatever your take is on this. This is not about being a Republican or Democrat. This is about you really being present to the fact that you know maybe there's a slight possibility that the news media has been feeding us certain information, certain things that they want to talk about, that they want to talk about during their shows, and certain things that maybe they don't want to talk about because it is controversial, and the government or whatever, right, they don't want you to know about it. It's a big deal. It's truly a big deal. So let me finish this video with Patrick Bet-David, because I believe this is huge.
Our convictions about freedom, liberty, and truth run deep, and we believe we are the absolute right fit for you in America. While we may not be the biggest media company, we are a new media leader driving into the future to make truth, fair debate, and commentary more accessible, consumable, and protected. We are 100% serious about our offer, respectfully, myself. So if you're watching this and you're saying, well, I don't like the fact that Netflix does the woke and this.
Again, it's a big deal. I truly believe, someone like Patrick Bet-David, who is an immigrant. He came from Iran. He served in the United States Army. Founder and CEO of an insurance company, and now you got Valuetainment, and God knows what other companies he's after. But someone like him, who's a strategist, someone like him who sees the future, who lives in the future, actually, right? But lives in the present at the same time. It's a big deal, because if Carlson Tucker is able to, if Patrick Bet-David is able to bring on Carlson Tucker onto Valuetainment, again, this is gonna cause a tremendous shake in the news media. And I truly believe, okay, you might say, well, who cares about what's going on with Carlson Tucker? Who cares about whatever? Really, I mean, when you have kids, okay, when you have kids like myself, and then you hearing about these things that certain things that they should learn or they should not learn in school. And us parents, this is when they go to public school, because if they go to private school, you get to choose where they go, and ultimately, if they don't like the teacher, you know what, you're fired. I'm gonna hire a new one. But they get taught different things, that values that they don't teach you that in regular school. And so again, that is the equivalent of what is going on right now with Carlson Tucker. It's really the fact that and again, Carlson Tucker, he's a public figure. He's an entrepreneur, he's an author, he's a producer, he's a public figure. Okay, he has a voice, he has a personality, he's funny in a way. But again, there are certain things that this news channels like Fox and CNN, they don't want you to talk about, political things that I believe, we need to know as citizens, what happened with the murder of JF Kennedy. Now the name came back to my head. I couldn't think of the name earlier. Or also building number 7, right, with the World Trade Center. What is it that happened there? Because there's a lot of argument that there could have been something there that was planned out. But when you have a public figure like Carlson Tucker who wants to talk about these things, okay, in public, okay, wants to ask the questions, and you got the big dogs, okay, you got the CNNs, you got the Fox Newses, and the CNBCs and NBCs, the ABCs, you and you can't ask certain things. It's a big thing. It's a big deal. It really is a big deal because what should I be listening to then? What should I be listening to? If they want to give me to if they want to feed me this, and I truly believe in that, which there's a lot of people like that. That's why our country is very divided right now. I truly believe that our country is very divided. Again, we're not mentally fit. If we were to go to war right now, okay, and this is something political. If we were to go to war right now, I don't know, if we're mentally, able to overcome, an adversity like that, simply because of just how divided we are, and just what they want to feed us, what we ought to listen to, what maybe we should listen to, who do we listen to. This is a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. Again, if Carlson Tucker goes to Valuetainment or whatever is it that he goes, and if he, okay, goes into, let's say, a private company, okay, where you have to pay to listen to him. Patrick Bet-David, brought this, idea, this thought. It was a wonderful idea. So I just want to share that with you. But if Carlson Tucker, okay, goes into a private company where you must pay in order for you to listen to him, you no longer have the privilege of listening to him for free. By the way, okay. If you're complaining about certain outlets, right? Netflix, I don't like the way that they do, business. I don't like the way that they're charging things. Spotify, I don't like certain things about that. Well, Fox News, CNN, I don't like certain things about that. And then you have a voice that is really standing up for the people, okay, within our country, okay, and then you got to pay for it to go listen to that voice. Don't get caught up in the fact that, oh, well, there he goes, now we got to pay for that to go ahead and listen to him. Well, he's going to go make his money. Well, guess what? He's got a voice, okay? He's got a voice that he must project, okay? And if we can't do that, if anybody else is not going to give us that, okay, and if this man is going to give us that, go support that. Support it, because this is what is going to make the difference. This is by the way, this is the early stages of redefining what the news media is really all about. Okay, these are the early stages of what the news media is really going to be all about. And I can't tell you, how, excited, how damn happy that makes me, because it's an event that is going to shake things up. It's going to shake things up. By the way, it's going to shake them. You may not see them right now. You probably won't see them in, for anytime soon. But it's gonna shake things up. It's gonna shake them. That's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Okay. From here on down, other public figures are gonna say, hey, well, you know what? If he can make it with that independent company, then so can I. I could do that too. And there goes the shakeup. Okay. Remember that nothing lasts forever. Okay. These companies, okay, CNN, and I'm not the biggest fan of CNN. I'm not the biggest fan of Fox. Okay, because you go to their channels, you listen to how they speak. They're either all on the left or they all on the right. Okay. So I'm very neutral when it comes to that. I don't fall for that, but I also don't fall for this. So I like to stay very neutral on what's going on. But if you ask me, okay, this individuals like Carlson Tucker, they have a point. Okay, they have a point that they want to make, and they don't allow them to ask the questions. Okay, and those are the questions that they don't allow them to ask. Those are the questions that they really should be asking more of. Okay, and again, for me, this is huge. And I'm going to share this video with you where Patrick Bet-David goes on to Megyn Kelly, the Megyn Kelly show, and he talks about how he made this offer to uh, um, Carlson Tucker. So check him out. Hang on, let me go ahead and share my screen.
I think it was Nelk Boys. He was on the Full Send podcast, and he said, "Look, here's where I was wrong. Here's where I was this." There's a reason why he's number one, and people follow what he has to say. It's not because he's perfect. It's not because he presents himself as the person that knows everything, but he's not willing to back down. He will fight, and it's very hard to find fighters nowadays.
Now, Pat, I'm not sure you're aware of the Media Matters videos that have just dropped on. Perhaps you'd like to update yourself before you extend this offer on the quote per Media Matters creepy videos that someone, Irina, may have obtained of Tucker and miraculously released just today, showing him referring to someone he's never met as yummy, which he makes clear as a joke, having a discussion with Piers Morgan about whether they're going to discuss sex on the air, and if so, how that's going to go, and another video in which he refers to his postmenopausal fans. Are you recoiling? Are you ready to cut ties? Are you ready to withdraw the offer?
We're not signing somebody that's perfect. We're not expecting perfection. It's never been our standard.
This is a big deal, guys. Just what Patrick just said. We're not expecting to sign anybody that is perfect. Okay, we're that's not what what made us. Everybody's imperfect. We're the most perfect imperfect people, right? I love that about Patrick Bet-David and the way he's building his company, the way he is, just going out there and making a difference really for the world. I truly believe that if this man comes onto Valuetainment, he's going to make a huge difference. Again, he may have had different. We all do. Okay, we all do. By the way, we all have our mistakes. We all have our things that we're not the most proud of. But this is what makes us who we are. We learn from them. We move on. Okay, that is the name of this channel. Through failure and success. But we move on from them. We talk about them. We learn from them. Did you learn that? Yes. Okay, great. Are you ready to move on? Yes. Okay, perfect. You know what? Can we agree that that it's time to move on? Absolutely. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, this is really the juice. Okay, this is really what makes us unique. This is what makes us human. This is what makes Valuetainment the company that they are right now. Okay, because they're not expecting everything to be perfect. Okay, they're not expecting anybody to be to not be controversial. Okay, as long as you stay within the lines and being respectful, and obviously don't cross the line of just being disrespectful or do something unethical. Obviously, right? That's what I love about Valuetainment. That we're not looking for the most perfect people. Okay, we're not looking for perfect people. We're just looking for somebody that has a voice and that people want to listen to. Okay, I love that. And so I just want to share that with you because I wanted to share that with you simply because I believe that this is going to be a groundbreaking for news media, and I'm so excited. I'm super stoked about that. Simply because I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired as well. Of just hearing these two guys, CNN, Fox, whichever companies, right? You can think of. That they choose the left or that they choose the right. It's just time to move on from those things, right? There's something better out there. There's somebody that can give us what we want to listen to better. And if they don't want to give us what we want to listen to, then I'm making a difference, which is why I created this channel, this podcast, for us to come on here and to just really not be perfect, okay, not take any sides. And just simply giving your opinion, your fair, honest opinion about what you believe. Okay, well, what you believe, it's what needs to be said, what needs to be heard, from the people. And so that's what we do. That's why we created this platform. So I hope that you get to listen to the message, okay, that I wanted to share with you. That this guy, Carlson Tucker, man, $100 million offer. $100 million offer that he was offered, it's going to make a huge impact. It's going to make a huge difference. And I truly believe that if he's able to join forces with Valuetainment, Patrick Bet-David, man, what a difference that's going to make. What a difference that's going to make. And I truly believe that, there's going to be a voice being heard. But with that being said, I hope that you got some value out of it. I hope that, you share this video with anybody that, you can think of. Go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. But until the next one, we will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.